Good morning. Good morning to anyone joining me this morning, and then good afternoon, good evening if you're doing the recording. Bar this morning, chair, countertop, whatever you need, just something for that little bit of support. One hand weight is perfectly fine. I hope you can see me all right. My ring light is a little bit broke. I must order a new one, but I think the lighting's okay. And I'll talk you through everything anyway. So really thinking of your posture today. We're a good couple of weeks now, we're months doing barre online. So really thinking of your form. You always want to be shoulders nicely stacked over your hips, thinking of tucking your tailbone under, thinking of hips drawing together so you get that lovely engagement with your core. And we're just going to start by doing, I suppose, just a warm up really. We're going to take the feet, take them a little wider than hip distance. And we're going to come over and we're going to do a little warm up. So we're just going to squat. So feet a little wider than hip distance, grounding the toes, grounding the heels in. And as you sit the bum back, just float the hands out in front, and then we're lifting nice and tall. People kind of ask, how far should I sit down into my squat position? The key thing is to not allow the squat to come into the lower back. So as I drop all the way down, I'm just keeping that nice neutral arch. So I'm not tucking my tail load, so I create this deep arch where I'm just drawing basically pain and pressure into the lower back. It's just sitting into the squat and lifting. Be really mindful here that you do have even pressure in both feet as we squat and lift, dropping down and lift. Good, stick the bum back, lift nice and tall. 4, lift. 3, lift. 2, good. Last one. Next time when we come all the way up, rock up onto the toes, drop down, squat. Press the hands, rock up onto your toes, heels lift, drop. Sit into your squat, lift for me, heels lift, dropping down and lifting. Good. So when we lift up onto the toes, you'll feel that stretch into your hand. Good. Lift, drop, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. 4, 3, 2. Last one, drop it down, pulse it down. Good. Scoot the abdominals up. Keep pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grow tall. We're going to do a few jump squats. So take the feet a little bit wide. Really ground your feet as we drop down into our squat. Power up, reach the hands. Drop, power. Inhale, exhale. Good. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Good to carry, good to start. So now that we're warmed up, spine is a little bit mobile, we're going to come over, we're going to start with our heels together, toes wide for me. Grab your weight into our working side. So weight into your working side. We're going to go heels together, toes nice and wide, pressing your hand into the chair, lifting tall through the spine. So heels squeeze together, lengthening all the way out. Think of that zipping up. So think of the zip right from the ankles all the way up towards the belly button. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Keep them squared. So we're really going to work on our form today. Squeeze the heels, lengthen tall. It's just a lift and lower of the heels. So lifting the heels up, pressing everything from the big toe to the baby toe into the mat, and dropping all the way down. Inhale, exhale, lift. And just take a second, just to get your breath back, especially after those jump squats, just to warm up. So lifting the heels as we drop, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. So just tapping the heels and lifting them nice and high. And again, I'm not totally switching off, so I'm not dropping down, switching everything off. Keep the legs nice and active as we lift, tap the heels, lift and lower. And then just add in our lovely arm reach. Tucking and lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Keeping the eye gaze ahead. Inhale, rocking up onto those toes for me. Tap the heels, lift. For 4. 3, lift, 2, good. Last one, come all the way up, hold it up. Weight stays at the top, shuffle the heels together. Heels squeeze together, knees nice and wide. We're going to draw the elbow down as we pull this down, lengthen up, drop, lengthen up, rolling down, lift. When you're in this position, keep the tailbone tucked under, keep the core nice and active, so my belly button is drawn back towards my spine. Elbow drops, lengthen, pulse down, lift up, inhale, drop, lift. Squeeze the heels, knees are nice and wide as you drop, lengthen, all the way down, lengthen. 4, good. Squeeze your lats as you draw the elbow down. For 3, squeeze the heels. 2, last one, float the weight out in front. Drop down into your nice squat. Draw the pelvic floor up here. So not like you're bursting to the toilet. That's 100%. Lift it at about 30%. Heels squeeze, little pulses here. And pulse. And pulse. Good. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. Squeezing the heels. Knees a little bit wide. Keep the tailbone taut. Good. Quads will fire. Keep pulsing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it into second position. Nice and wide. Keep the heels lifted and pulse. Good. Arms will tire. Keep that wrist nicely stacked in line with your shoulder. Heels lifted firmly, pressing everything from the big toe to the baby toe into the mat. Keep pulsing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to first. Squeeze the heels and pulse. Good. Use your breath. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze those heels for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to second position. Nice and wide and squat. Little pulses. Knees pointing right and left. Toes pointing right and left. Heels lifted. Keep pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back to first. First position. Drop it down for 2. Lift for 2. Lower, lower, lift, lift. Lower, lower, lift, lift. 4, 3, lengthen. 2, lengthen. Hold it down, low as you can. Squeeze the heels for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to second. Wide stance. Drop down for me. Hand on the bar. Take the heels down. We're going to do our nice drop. And then as you lengthen, rotate over towards the bar into your little lunge as we drop down. With the front knee for me, don't allow your knee to go over your toes. Make sure it's either above your ankle or just in the center of the foot as we rotate back. Taking into the nice wide stance as we drop down. Squat, rotate over, center, opening. So keep your form really strong here. So again, don't feel like you have to go so fast where you lose your form. So I'm staying tall through my spine as I drop down into my lunge. Back knee bends, front knee stacked over my ankle. Once it doesn't go over the toes. Rotate, open wide, twist, rock, and open, twist, center, twist, center. Last 4, open wide, swing the arms forward, 3, open wide. For 2, lovely and wide. Last one, hold it towards the bar, come down into your lovely lunge position. Knees stacked over the ankle, hands on the bar, hold your weight. Drop the back knee, lengthen. Dropping the knee. So I'm actually straightening both the knees as I lift. Good, drop, lift for 4, lift, 3, lift, 2. Last one, hold it down, lift your front ankle and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Pull it in, grow nice and tall. Shake it out. So shake the legs for me. I know those jump squats really get the legs warmed up at the start. So just shake it out. And we're going to come over and we're going to do our feet parallel position. So shake the legs out. Feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Grounding the toes, grounding the heels into our mat. Hand on the bar for me. Knees a little bit soft. Deep breath in, get your breath back. Just give the legs a little bit of room Time to recover as you float up again. So just like we were at the start, just lifting in the root heels, except now we're in that lovely parallel position. Tap the heels, lift, dropping and lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Good control, lengthening up and lowering. And again, here when we tap the heels down, don't switch everything off. Stay nice and active. Inhale, exhale, lift for 4. Press 3. Good, lengthen 2. Last one. Come all the way up. We're going to float the hand out in front, palm up towards the ceiling. You're going to squat, bicep curl back, lengthen up, dropping back. So it's like you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Sit, lengthen, drop, press. Exhale, squeeze your glutes at the top for me. Sitting in that chair and lengthen. Drop, lift, bicep curl back. Really activate the biceps. And again, if you don't have a hand weight, just use body weight. Drop, lengthen, inhale. Last 4. Good. 3, lengthen. 2, last one, hold it down. You can take the hand on the hip or holding on to your bar. We're going knees together and wide. Press and wide. So imagine like your legs are magnets. The magnets are drawing out, then drawing in, really active in the legs. Open, together. 6, 5, 4, together. 3, 2, keep the core engaged. 1, bring it and then pulse back, back, back. Keep the core engaged, keep neutral spine. Don't go so low, I should say, into the squat or that you're feeling it into the lower back, lengthening through the crown of the head. Our shoulders are tipped forward slightly, hips are back, pulse back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the knees back to the center, tuck your pelvis, squeeze the glutes, release, slight release as we tuck. Quads on fire, work through the shaking, and release. Good. Bicep curl here as well as we tuck, release, scoop, release, squeeze the glutes as we scoop, draw the belly button back. Heels stay high, work through the shape. For 4, release, tuck 3, good. Last 2, last one. Hold it there, keep the heels lifted. Working side, float that leg behind you, bend the knee. We're going to go knees together, press out to the side. Together, press, knee tap, press. So my fist is facing forward. I'm just bending that at the elbow and then reaching that hand long. Good. Foot that's on the floor, keep that heel lifted. If it's too much, drop the heel down. Tap, press, in and out. Inhale, exhale. Don't allow that dumping in the tummy. Knee, press. 4, press. 3, 2, last one, hold it out, pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Reach the foot long, arm long, bend it in. Reach the foot long to the side and in. 6, good. Straighten the knee, bend the elbow. Straighten both, bend. Press, good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out, pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Sink it in. Release your glute. Grab a drink for me. Stay hydrated. We have 2 more sets, shorter sets. We have our lovely wide sumo again. Toes pointing right and left for me, heels towards your midline. We're just going to do our lovely lift and lower. And again, just recovering, giving the legs that small break as we just drop, tuck the arm and lengthen. Tucking my tailbone under. And when we're in this wide sumo, you really find that you will want to release your pelvic floor, release the tummy as we open up into that wide stance. So again, little lift to the pelvic floor, drawing off the pelvic floor, pulling the belly button back. So we're actually engaging. Sometimes in Pilates, you can just engage through one, so you can engage your pelvic floor or your transverse, which is your muscle that wraps around your tummy and your abs. But again, in barre, we like to engage both. So that little engagement through your pelvic floor as we lift, then also pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Good, as you drop, lengthen. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Float the hand up, taking it out in front. You're going to lift both heels up. As we drop into our spot, pull the elbow back, lengthen out in front as we lengthen the legs. So sitting, lengthening, heels high, lengthen, in, press, draw back, rest, press. So it's like you're drawing your elbow back into that goalpost position, as if the palm is facing down. Good, press, reach, inhale, exhale, 6, good, 5, 4, 3, good, draw back, 2, last 1, draw the elbow back, stay low for me, little pulses here, lift the pelvic floor, heels high, keep pulsing for 6, 5, 4, 3, tuck the tailbone under, 2, good, last 1, drop 1 heel, lift, alternate, good, drop, lift, good, keep the elbow nice and high, elbow stacked in line with the shoulder, keep that lovely squared arm, arms begin to tire, alternate right, left, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, drop down, relax the shoulders, hold it here, 4, lift the pelvic floor, 3, 2, 1, take the heels down, we're doing our power and lift, as we drop the elbow, power up, lengthen out for me, dropping, press, arms will tire, power through, dropping down, reach over the bar, drop, press, reach, good, tapping the toes and lengthening the legs, or lengthening the arms lovely long, so I am this lovely long line, and then dropping down into that, and just wide sumo squat position, and using the hand to power you up, drop, press, reach, tap, drop, lengthen, 6, press, 5, press, 4, reach, 3, 2, last 1, power it up, hold it, little pulses back, 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 toe taps, lift, lengthen the hand, palm down towards the ceiling, pulse the knuckles back, back, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, lengthen out, 3, 2, sink down, good. Finishing with a courtesy just to finish on a burner, heels towards the midline, 1 foot back, other foot in front. Again, it's our lovely tuck and reach. As you drop down into the front in your courtesy lunge, don't lift one of the hips, keep them nice and squared, tucking all the way under. When you're ready, you're controlling it all the way back. So dropping out in front, making sure the leg closest towards the bar is our non-working leg, tucking under and then dropping back. Good, tuck and press it back. Good, drop and drop. And go as low as you can, keeping the heels towards your center. Good, low as you can into that lovely courtesy back and forward. Press, press, good, drop, really strong, low as you can, good, 4, 3, 2, walked into my plant there, 1, good, come all the way out into the front, drop down into your courtesy lunge, we're going to float the hands behind the head, hold the weight in your hands, elbows nice and wide, I want you to twist to one side, slowly draw back into center, twist to the other side. Think like your waist is wringing out a towel. Stay balanced. Keep your core nice and engaged in the center as we twist. With the twist, think of keeping your nose stacked in line with your chest bone. So don't allow the head or the neck to overextend. Good, twist. My shoulders stay nice and relaxed. Core is engaged. Twist, 3, staying forward in that lunge. 2, good. Last 1, float it back to center. Take your elbow down to one side, squeeze your waist, and the other side. Keep your balance. Ooh, I lost my balance there. Good, switch. Good, cinching the elbow down. Last 4, 3, keep your balance, core engaged, 2, good. Last 1. When you're ready, center, keep the hands where they are and pulse down for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. 3, 2, 1. Grow lovely and tall. Whoo-wee. Well done. Walk it out. Move your chair or your bar or the camera if you need to, maybe if you're using a countertop. And we're going to come over, do the exact same on the other side. Take a breath, grab a drink, come all the way over. We're starting with our heels together, toes nice and wide. Relaxing the shoulder. Think of your form. Keep strong form for me. Heels squeeze, toes point right and left. Lengthening from my heels up to the crown of the head, tucking my tailbone under, shoulders are nicely squared. Really squeezing the heels and taking your toes wide. Just take a deep breath in as we tuck all the way under with the weight, and then as we lift the heels up, floating the hand up towards the ceiling, dropping under and lifting. And again, as we float the hand up, don't allow your shoulder to come all the way up. Keep everything lovely and squared. So imagine everything from your shoulders to your hips. It's just a square rectangular box. Keep it lovely and squared as we lift and drop. Squeeze the heels. Lowering, drawing the navel back. Lovely length up as we tuck and lift. Good, shoulders staying lovely and aligned. Lengthening as we lower. Lift and lower. Last 2. Last 1. Float the hand out in front, palm down towards the ceiling. Shuffle the heels together. Get nice and strong. Be mindful to have even pressure on both feet. Round everything from the big toe to the little toe, and then little pulses here. Good. Squeezing the heels together. Shoulders relaxed. Weight out in front. Palm down towards the ceiling. Use that exhale to draw the navel in. Stay active in your core as we pulse. Good. For 4. Good. Pulse 3. Good. Last 2. Stay tall in the spine. Last 1. Hold it there. When you're ready, we're going to lower down for 2. Lift for 2. Lower, lower, lift, lift. Drop, drop, lift, lift. Weight out in front. Good. Stay with me. Drop, lengthen. Good. Use that exhale. Stay nice and tall through the spine. Good. 4, 3, lift. 2, good. Last 1, hold it down. Low as you can, squeeze the heels for 6, 5, 2, 1. We're going into our second position. Drop out nice and wide. Heels are lifted and pulse. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to first. Squeeze the heels. Heels high. Pulse 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to second. Heels high. 6 this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to second. We're going for 8. Hand out in front. Pulse 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Pulsing 8. Squeeze the heels. Keep your form. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to second. Last set of 10. Heels high. Keep your form. Tuck the tail. Pulse 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to first. Straight into it. Pulse 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to second. I won't do 10. Drop the heels down. Take it nice and wide. Sinking into your second. Heels press down. When you're ready, float your hand all the way over to the front. Now lift the heels at the front and the back of you. So get your nice alignment. Lift the heels. Drop the chest back a little bit. And then drop the heels down. So heel down in the front, heel is lifted at the back. Drop into your lunge. Remember, don't have the knees past the toes. Opening up into that lovely white second position. As we drop, rotate down into your lovely lunge. Taking it nice and wide. Floating down over towards the chair. Sinking into that lovely lunge. Taking it wide. And center. Nice and wide. And center. Really opening up the chest. As we float the hand out, dropping into that lovely wide stance. floating into the center as we sit, and open, and float to center. Last 3, float the hand over, drop into the lunge. 2, good, sinking. Last 1, drop into your second, float into that lovely lunge position. Hands down on the bar, dropping in, straighten both legs. Readjust the back foot if you need to, just like I did. So dropping, lengthening, squeeze the glutes to the top, sinking, lengthening, scoop the abs back. As we drop, lift, quads will be on fire, press. Last 4, press. 3, lengthen. 2, press up. Drop down, lengthen up for 1. When you're ready, down into your squat position. Little pulses here for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down, lift the front heel. 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Power that left leg, or back leg, I should say, up. Shake it out for me, so strong. Well done. We're getting there. Really, really good. We're going to go into our feet parallel. So shake it out for me. Give the legs a little bit of a breather. Feet parallel. Remember our lovely squat. Just to get that little bit of recovery time, just slowly lift the heels up as we float the hand. Really active in your upper body as you float and tuck. Press and tuck. Good. Scooping the belly button back. Think of your alignment now. Don't lose your alignment. Lovely and tall. Swinging the arm. And again, really active through the upper body. So keeping the biceps nice and engaged. Good. Keeping the core nice and engaged. When you lift, allow that lovely stretch into your calves. So do lift quite high for me. So lifting up onto the toes, feeling that lovely stretch into your calf. Tap the heels down and lift. Lower. Last 4, 3, lengthen. 2, as we lift. Last 1, take the hand up. Float the hand out in front, palm up towards the ceiling. Sit the bum back as we squat, hand comes back. Lengthen up, squat and press. Inhale. Squeeze your glutes at the top for me. Active through your biceps. Good. Dropping and lifting. Sitting down into that lovely squat. When I drop into my squat, don't allow the knees to drop out or drop in. Keep everything nice and stacked. So you actually kind of want your knee in line with your second toe. So just think of your alignment. Good, as you drop and lift. Press, sitting back. And if you're feeling maybe ankle injuries, just take the heels down and just squat and lift. Good. If you want that challenge today, we've no injuries in the ankles, keep the heels lifted. For 4, press. 3, press. 2, good. Last 1, float the hand out in front. Sit down as low as you can into that lovely squat, drawing the abs in, palm up towards the ceiling. Hold it there and just pulse. Keep pulsing. Think of the crown of the head lengthening away from your sit bones. Keep the core nice and engaged. Collarbones nice and wide. Weight out in front. Keep pulsing. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to pulse down for 2, draw in, lengthen for 2, drop the weight out. Drop, drop, lengthen, lengthen. Lengthen, lengthen. Good. Stay with me now. Good. Drop for 2, bicep curl for 2 and lift. Lengthen, lengthen. Bicep curl back, lengthen, lengthen. Good. Stay with me. Draw the belly button back. Good. Down for 2, lift for 2. 4, lengthen. 3, lengthen. 2, lengthen. Last 1, lengthen. Come all the way down. Hold it down in your squat. Take the knees together and press. Knees together, press. Draw the weight in, press. Together, press. So just swinging the weight in front. As I drop my weight out to the side, my knuckles are down towards the floor. Just think of that lovely rotation through the shoulder, active through your rhomboids, and even think of the underarm and the muscles wrapping underneath the obliques, activating here. Good. Press, center, open. Good.
press, center. As the knees come together, the weight floats out in front. Press. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold the weight back, pulse back, knees back, pulse, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weight out in front, pulse quick for 10, 9, 8, core engaged, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down, stay as low as you can, draw the navel in, hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, tuck the pelvis, release, tuck. Feel that stretch into the back of the body. So the back of the body should feel nice and long, and you're tucking the tail. Good, last 6, 5, tuck, 4, scoot the abs, 3, tuck, 2, tuck, 1, hold their weight out in front, and pulse again for 10, last 10, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it down, stay low, shoulders relaxed, hold it there, work through the shaking, heels lifted, core engaged, collarbones wide, 4, 3, 2, lengthen it out, shake it off, 2 more sets, and then we're on to core burner leg. Lengthen out, shake it out, grab a drink for me if you need to. We're coming into our lovely wide sumo squat. Remember, key here, pelvic floor is zipped up. And again, not at 100%, about 30 is fine. Little lift in the pelvic floor, abs draw back. Again, just a little bit of recovery time as we drop down, lengthening out as the hand comes up. Swing, lengthen, drop, lengthen. So it's actually like I'm kind of in between 2 panes of glass here. So I'm not hinging forward or hinging back. Tuck, lengthen, lengthen. 6, press, 5, press, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Float the way down in front. Stay nice and active. Wrist in line with your shoulder, sitting down into your lovely squat position. Lift up the pelvic floor. We're going to float the heels up and just pulse here. Little pulses. Good. Keep the pelvic floor lifted. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, drop right heel, lift, lift. Use your breath. Good. Drop, lift, drop, lift. Good. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels up. Pulse again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift the heels. Tuck the tail. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Powering up for me. As we drop down into the squat, powering up, lengthening over your bar. Think of that lovely long line. Your heel is staying towards your center because we're dropping into that lovely squat position. Powering up. Drop. Power. Inhale. Drop. Lengthen. Inhale. Press. 6. Power. Faster for 5. 4, 3, 2, good. Last one, stay up. Lengthen out for me, pulse back, back. My palm is down towards the floor. Tap the toe, press, back. Cinch your waist here. Think of those obliques firing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up. Stay up there, lengthen long, lengthen through the hands and the toes. Cinch in the waist, draw the navel back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink all the way down. So good. I can barely breathe. We're going to come straight into our curtsy. No rest. Leg closest towards our bar is our non-working leg. We'll do a lot of work. We're tucking our foot out in front as we drop down into your curtsy. Don't hinge forward too much. Stay nice and stacked, hips are square as we come all the way back. Dropping and then tucking the weight in under. Taking it out to the side as we tuck. Press. Good. Drop and press. So again, lovely alignment here. Hips squared. Core nice and engaged. Out in the front as we drop. Good. Pressing down. As we press. Last 4. Stay tall in the spine. I'm a devil for doing it. Looking down the floor. Straight ahead. 3. Back. 2. Back. Last one. Come out in front. Stay in front. Fix your form. Don't feel like you have to go straight into the move and do it. Think of your form. Heels towards the center. Dropping into my lovely courtesy lunge. Get nice and stable. Hips are squared. Holding onto the bar if you need it. Lift the front heel and lower. Shoulders relaxed. Good. Lift. Lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Float the hand. Are we ready? Twist. Center. Twist. Good. Really twist through the waist. Think of your hips staying forward, nose stacked in line with my chest. So I'm not taking my head all the way behind. Good. 4. Good. 3. Twist. 2. Last one. Stay down low. Readjust if you need to. Taking the elbow to the side, cinching the waist. Opposite side. For 6. 5. You're pressing your head into your hands. Good. Last 4. 3. Cinch your waist. 2. Last 1. Cinch. Cinch. Hold it in the center and pulse for 10. 9. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, oh my gosh. So strong. Grab a drink for me. Well done. Ooh. I went back in the gym. So my legs are killing me. And I'm back on the reformer. So lots of legs this week. So we can pop our bar, your chair, or just get set up with your mat on the floor for me. And we don't need any weights or anything like that. We're going to go straight into a little bit of core. Again, just to roll down the spine and create that little bit of fluid through the spine. We're just going to do some little roll backs, activating the core as well here. So help yourself down onto the mat. So help yourself down. Sitting towards the end of your mat. Your feet are pressing into the floor. Feet are hip distance. And come up to sit tall on your sit bone. My chest is wide, floating the hands out in front. And again, don't allow the knees to drop out to the side. Have the knees nicely stacked in line with our second bone. Float the hands out in front, shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, rock off your sit bones onto the tailbone as always. Shoulders stay relaxed. Your core will fire, chin to chest, as we scoop and roll up nice and tall, shoulders stacked over my pelvis. And again, think of creating that space. So as I roll, I'm kind of creating that little roll, one vertebrae at a time. But it's not even my vertebrae at this stage, it's my pelvis. So think of rolling the pelvis, shoulders relaxed, chin to chest, and just scoop to grow tall. Good, so it's rolling. Imagine that your pelvis is like a little wave rather than a block, rather than flat back hinging back. We're rolling. Chin to chest. Lovely and tall for me. Rolling, chin to chest. Core is nice and active. Smooth the core. Goes all the way back. Good, last one. You can roll back as far as you can. Once we keep that engagement in the core. When you're ready, we're going to roll all the way down. Inhale at the top. Exhale, chin to chin. Rocking up the sit bones onto the tailbone, all the way down. Good. Allow the hands to come overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop the abdominals. Rolling up. Stacking the shoulders over the pelvis. Inhale at the top. Exhale, you roll down. Good. Hands overhead. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, scoop the abdominals. Restack shoulders over the hips. Roll again. Create space in between the back into each vertebrae. Hands come down. Inhale, lift the hands in the head. Exhale, scoot. Be mindful that you can even pressure either side of your vertebrae. Don't roll onto one side a little more. Keep everything centered. And reach. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to scoot. Restack. We're going to come all the way down. We're going to stay down, rolling for me. Chin to chest. Slow and controlled. Hands overhead. Interlocking the fingers around the back of the head. My favorite thing to do. Float the feet in just a little bit more towards the stiff ones. Don't take them all the way in. We're not coming into a glute bridge. We're just have the feet flat. And we're going to warm up the abs here. So we're just going to lift up into the center. My elbows are nice and wide. You're never pulling on the head and the neck. It's always your core lifting you up. I'm actually in neutral now. So I have a little gap between my lower back and the back. Deep breath. Exhale, draw the belly button down, activate the core as we float the head and the chest up, pressing the end of the shoulder blades into the mat, pressing my lower back into the mat, and floating back down. Don't switch off down here, stay active. It's just a little tap of your knuckles on the mat, and exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rolling up in your center. Inhale, exhale, lift. Good. Elbows wide, shoulders nice and relaxed. Again, never pull on the head or the neck. Rocking down. You're in neutral when your knuckles tap and you imprint as you roll up. Last 4. Activate your core. Core is lifting you now, nothing else. Good. Lift 3. Lower. Lift 2. Imagine that belly button drawn down, that belt buckle tightening around your waist. Lift the last one, hold it up, reach the hands out in front, lengthen through the fingertips, pulse chest forward for 10. 6, pulse forward. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Take the palms down towards the ceiling, float the knees into tabletop. You can take the legs up towards the ceiling, or you can keep them in tabletop. Challenge, take the toes towards the ceiling. Lift the head and shoulders up, pulse the arms down. We're coming into the 100. Inhaling for 5 breaths, and exhaling for 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lengthen through the fingertips. Feeling it in the head and neck. Curl up a little bit more. Press that lower back into the mat. Good. You can take the legs into tabletop either. Last in 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees into chest and sink down. Relax the shoulders. That's one of the more traditional kind of Pilates, the 100. Which you can do in everything, mat, bar, reformer. Good. Roll the head just from side to side. Pulling the knees in towards the chest. Take the head into the center. Nose nice and stacked in line with my collarbone. Drop the chin a little bit towards the chest, just so we create that length into the back of the neck. Drawing the belly button down. I'm inhaling to prepare. As I exhale, I activate through my core, floating the head up towards the knee. Good. Lifting the head and shoulders up. And again, it's flexion. My shoulder blades are lifting off the mat. We're going to reach one leg long. We're coming into our lovely single leg stretch. My arm on the outside goes on top of my knee, hand on the inside down towards my ankle. And then as you switch, again, arm that's on the outside, elbows nice and wide, and that hand is propped on my knee. And then I'm just taking my hand to the ankle. Good. As I switch, I draw my right knee in towards my chest, right hand on top of my knee, and switch. Hand to knee, hand to ankle. Switch, switch. Lifting up. Imagine the chest bone is lifting towards the ceiling. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. Stay with me. Last 5. Reach. 4. Reach. 3. Good. 2. and 1. Knees into the chest, head down. Relax the shoulders. Neck is lovely and long on the mat. Good. Float the feet down onto your mat again. Knees are hip distance apart. Feet are pressing into the floor. Lift the head and shoulders up. And again, relaxing the head into the hands. Think of the head lengthening, the neck is lovely and long. My elbows are nice and wide. Shoulder blades pressing into the mat. Take a deep breath in for me. As we exhale, if you're feeling weak in the lower back, imprint the lower back. If you're okay, you can move straight into tabletop. Good. I'm in tabletop. Knees stacked in line with my ankles in line with my knees. Hold neutral here. If you're nice and strong, again, take the knees back toward the chest. Imprint if you feel a little niggle on your back today. Good. Deep breath in for me. As we exhale, I want you to lift the head and shoulders up, taking the underarm towards your knee, and then floating back into the center. Take the head down as we do the opposite side. My knees are staying in tabletop as we switch right and left. And again, it's more getting that underarm towards your knee. So we get that lovely rotation into the waist as we center, twist, center, good, twist. Last 4, 3, 2, twist, 1, twist. Take it back to the center, drop the head down. Take your right foot up towards the ceiling, keeping the other left knee in tabletop. As I lift my head up, reach that long leg down towards the floor. As I lower the head down, take the heel up towards the ceiling. Good, lift, lengthen, lower, lift. And again, don't take the head all the way down. Just think of dropping your chest a little bit. As I reach my right heel long, lift the chest higher. Lower, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into chest, head down. Other side, this time right knee in tabletop. Lengthening the left leg up towards the ceiling. If you find the hamstrings are tight, just soften the knee for me. As I lift my head, my left leg reaches long. As I draw back up towards the ceiling, don't drop the head down, just open up the chest a little bit. Lift, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, last 1. Keep the head up, knees into the chest. Both feet up towards the ceiling. Circle both heels round, down towards the floor, up to the center. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Toes up towards the ceiling. Crisscrosses down, down, down. Lift, lift, lift. Lower, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes to the top. Reach hands up towards the toes. Pulse up for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down, and sink into the mat. Whew. Take the feet down onto the mat for me. Take the hands, just linking them on the belly, and just roll the knees right to left. Keep the head nice and long on the mat. Inhaling, exhale, as we roll the knees right and left. 3, good, 2, and 1. Amazing. So strong. Well done, everyone. Don't worry if you didn't do all the reps. That is a tough core flow, I suppose. When you're ready, slowly roll yourself over onto your side. Press your hand into the mat and press yourself up. We're just going to do a little bit of cat-cow and a little bit of a stretch. So hands down onto, it's like a murder scene here, like the body, the imprint of my sweat is on my mat. Sign of a good class. So in that lovely cat-cow position, so we're on all fours, pressing your hands into the mat, but I'm pressing the floor away. My toes are pressing into the mat as well, just a little active, nothing too heavy with the feet. My head is lengthening away from my tailbone. Take a deep breath in your center. As you exhale, drop the tummy, create that deep arch into the back, take the eye gaze through the head.
Take a deep breath in and then tuck the tail as we allow that harness to pull our tummy up towards the ceiling as you relax the head. Deep breath in, exhale, roll into it again. Tummy drops, opening up the chest. And go as slow or as fast as you want to. And think of stretching out the front of the body, especially here as we drop down, especially after all that core work and that ab work, and really closing over and coming into flexion. So allow the tummy to drop down, allow the chest to open. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Keeping both feet to one side. So stack the knees on, or stack the knees, on top of each other. And just take one foot out in front of the other. Grab onto that heel here, grab onto your shin or your ankle. And again, this can feel quite awkward because we're leaning over to one side. That's going to help us as we get this lovely side bend. So just holding onto your hand, just float the hand up towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulder down towards the floor and just drop over. Floating back into center, just into center for me. Deep breath in, exhale as we sink over. Centering. Exhaling. Centering for me again. Exhaling. Good. Floating back into center. Flip the legs around to take your legs nice in front. Hands on your knees, the shoulders. Hands on your knees, shoulders nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, opposite hand to opposite knee in that little twist for me. Opening up the chest, rotating, and again, just taking the head just as far as you can so you get that little twist. Don't worry about taking the head so far. You don't want to overextend the neck. As we float back into center, opposite hand to opposite knee, deep breath in, use your exhale, try and grow taller. As we just look over your shoulder, and again, if you find that the neck is quite tight and you're actually just looking towards the end of your mat, that's totally fine too. Don't think that you need to take the neck all the way behind. Good. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Twist, grow tall for me. Good. Last one. And twist. Good. Float the legs out to the other side. So one foot stacks on top of the other, just grabbing onto the ankle. And again, I actually find on this side that I have less stability. Just holding on to the ankle. You're going to have that cinching over into one side slowly, over. Just sitting in the center and then hinge over. Get that lovely opening into the waist as we float back into the center. Try and come tall in your center and drop over. I find it a lot more difficult on one side. I really feel like I am going to tip over. So again, just trying to stabilize, a little activation through your core and your center. You can take your hand onto the mat if you want to feel that stability as well. And then you're just floating the hand over as we sink down, lengthening through my fingertips. Floating back into center. Last 2. Last 1. Floating back into center. Taking the hands onto the mat. Set yourself over into that lovely all-fours position. Take the knees a little wider than hip distance. Tuck the toes. Take a deep breath in. Activate the core before we move anything. Lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Drop the head in between the hands. Allow the head to feel heavy. Take a deep breath in into this lovely pike position as you hinge and drop your heels down. Allow the head to feel heavy. Take a deep breath in here and just sink the heels lower towards your mat. Slowly walk the hands back towards you as you press your heels into the floor. Allow the head to feel heavy. Take a deep breath in and we'll finish with our lovely roll up. Exhale as you roll. Keeping your spine in the center. Rolling the shoulders back. Grow nice and tall. One more roll down for me to finish. Feet hip distance. Knees soft. Stand tall. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop the chin to chest as we start to roll down. Good. Tailbone to ceiling. Tucking the tailbone under as well. So it's like the tailbone wants to go up towards the ceiling. We're keeping that little bit of a tuck. Now when I'm down on the bottom, my tailbone is definitely lifting to the ceiling. My head is heavy, shoulders are heavy. Take a deep breath in.